Welcome to the garden. Today I'm going to be harvesting some compost to fertilize the vegetable garden. I normally sift it, but this time I'm just going to try and scoop it out whole. I'll just try and find those little pockets of nice finished compost, because I actually mix in fresh food scraps with the old material. All these little roundish bits here are worm castings, so that's perfect finished compost material. I've already got the first bucket full, and we've barely made a dent in the pile. Look at the difference in color. That black, rich compost to the kind of dry, gray soil. This container mix I use still has a lot of native soil, which is high in clay and sand. So adding in all this organic material is really going to hold moisture, add a ton of nutrients, and lighten up the whole container. I'm going to be fairly generous and add up to 1 gallon of compost per pot. You can kind of see why I like to sift my compost. Every now and then you'll get a stick or a chunk, but I think there's enough small finished material that we can just kind of pick little scoops like this. We do need to be mindful of how it looks and smells. If it's any way off, like it smells sour or pungent, you want to let it cook a little bit longer. Maybe even add some brown material like dried leaves. Wow, this smells really good. It smells like potting soil. Yep, it just smells like earth, dirt. So this is perfectly safe for the garden. If you're not sure whether your compost is finished and safe to use, you can do a test container. Add as much as you like and then wait a couple days, see what happens. But most likely it's just gonna supercharge your plants, and they'll turn a rich dark green and start to put on lots of new growth. When my peppers are yellow like this, I know they need a little bit of fertilizer. I added some compost to this one about 3 days ago, and it's already nice and dark green. So this happens pretty quickly, but not overnight. Batch number 2 looks good, so let's head to the garden. Grabbed one more batch, and then I'm piling it all up in one big heap. I just mowed my neighbor's lawn, And I'm using the grass clippings as a sort of a tarp. I'm hoping they'll stack up like hay and just wick away any extra rainwater. So if your vegetables are looking a little bit yellow this summer, make sure to give them some fertilizer. And my favorite fertilizer is homemade compost. I hope you give this a go in your garden. Thank you so much for watching, and we'll see you next time.